today we are starting Swiftui basic tutorial. For starting, the higher concept, definitely we need to learn a basic concept for that, and this is the tutorial for that part only. So let's start with the basic introduction, then we'll do the coding part as well. So basically, what is Swiftui? So as we all know, before Swiftui there was a UI kit framework which is also was working fine, but the problem was when we are creating a multi-platform for an application for Apple, like suppose we can say iOS, watch OS and Mac OS, we were creating different layouts and all these things, but Swiftui came into the picture and it support only one language will support for all the platforms, we can say, for Apple platform basically. So it's like a framework which support the modern approach for declaring the user interfaces. Like when we are building the application, so it will support for Apple platform, whether it is iOS, watch OS, Mac OS, right? But definitely you should be aware of Swift programming language. So no need to worry if you are not aware of Swift programming language. I have a link I will share with you, so you guys can also go through that. So yeah, basically Swiftui is owned by Apple itself, and it's a cross-platform UI framework for iOS, Mac OS, and tvOS and watch OS, right? So that means only one language we need to learn, and definitely can be deployed for Apple platform, whether it is iOS, Mac OS, and tvOS, right? So yeah, this is the basic theoretical introduction. So definitely we'll go the code snippet as well. So when we talk about the code snippet, it is also very simple as compared to Objective-C, we can say, because Objective-C it was little not a complex part definitely, but I can say UI kit also we can work around, but definitely we have a size classes, auto layouts and all these things, but it's like a simple programmatically we need to do, and the things will be done in a simple way actually. So let's talk about the syntax. So definitely we need to import the framework, that is Swiftui. We have a structures which will be inheriting the view. So basically Swiftui has three main layers, we can say. One is views, one is controls, and last one is layout structure. So definitely I will deep dive into all these three parts. Like we have a layout structure, we have a H stack, V stack, Z stack, and all these things. Similarly we have a controls like your UI buttons and all. Views also we have. So this is the main thing. So yeah, this is the basic stuff of the code. So definitely we'll deep dive into the code also. Before that, one important thing, so don't miss this thing actually. So this is like, who can learn the Swiftui? This is the main questions, like okay, who can learn that part? So first of all, like if you love coding and you want to create some application which can be used with the multi-millions like users and all these things, definitely Swiftui is for them. Secondly, if you are aware of Swift language, so definitely if you are not aware of Swift language, definitely Swiftui you can't do that. So we need to have some skills of Swift language as well, then we can do that. Third one is like OOPS basic concept, which is like for every programming language you should aware of OOPS language, which is like inheritance, data abstractions and all. Last but not the least, who is watching the video. So that means I'm teaching in that way only, so that you guys can also learn the Swiftui language. So yeah, let's go to the coding part, how to start the project. So when we in the Xcode go to new, go to project, let's say project name, okay, these are the templates. Like if you are planning to create a multi-platform, you can opt this iOS, Mac OS and other. Driver kit actually we are not using too much. Basically we are using all for these templates only. So I can start with the iOS application, use the app template, go to next, save it like a Swift, I can say UI coding short, right? You can say short tutorial, right? Yeah. So interface should not be storyboard, it should be Swiftui, because storyboard is a part of UI kit framework. So we can say this, and language always be Swift. Objective-C we are not taking as of now, right? So let's save it. Okay, and yeah, create it, perfect. So yeah, so it will load the basic content and everything. Content view will also get loaded, but because my system is little, I'm not sure, because my system is little lower version supported or what, but it's not loading sometime. So if it is loading, then it is fine, no need to worry about that. If you don't want to work with this content view because it's taking too much of time, directly go and remove the preview section. You can remove it, perfect, right? But for time being, let it be, because it's a program is very simple, so we can do. So when the by default code, Apple give some basic structure of the code. So this is the basic. So entry point you should aware of that when there is a @main. See, if you are aware of C, C++ and other language as well, so there is a main class always there, entry point, where you can start our other classes, or what we can say life cycle method as well. So we have an entry point code. It's like a main which inheriting from the app, and it will go to the content view. So content view, it's like a entry point where you can see our UI part actually. So I will deep dive into that also in the upcoming video, because this is an intro video, so I can't go deep dive into that, what is VStack and all these things. So for the basic part, I will remove all these things and I will say text welcome to coding shorts, right? So this is the basic intro, we can say. So no need to worry about these things, what are these and all. I will definitely tell you in the upcoming sessions. So this is the basic stuff, what is the preview section and all these things, what is the code and snippet and all these things, how to do the coding and part. So hope you like this video, and please subscribe for the channel so that you can get the next notifications also when I upload the second part of this. So please trust me, it will be very easy. And Swiftui is always, I started my Swiftui from last 4 years, so I'm also learned so many new things, so I want to share with you guys as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thanks. Yeah.